Oh dear. Hi everyone. I know we've been listening to properties, properties, properties. So now let's look into something slightly different. Thank you, George, for giving us this opportunity. I do not take it for granted at all. What this is about. It's about online selling, particularly using either your own platform or other big brothers platform, such as Amazon, any e-commerce platform, as you know. Do we know any other platforms that you can sell on? eBay, Shopify, Facebook. A lot of things are cropping up. TikTok, Etsy. For example, if you're doing things like handcraft, Etsy is like a very good place to actually do sell. So, as you know, after COVID, a lot of people tend not to buy on, like, go to shops like usually. And a lot of people are shifting. Even our young kids, my little 7-year-old, 8-year-old will send me things from Shein, Temu, mommy, can you get this for me? Even our younger generation now are pivoting from normal day-to-day shop into online shopping. And that's where we are today. So my name is Anu. I run an Amazon store whereby I sell things on Amazon, and I'll obviously talk you through it as we're going. We look at the four quadrants. Some of us wants to be on either the left or the right as an employee, 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with that. Or as a business owner or an investor. I'll tell you a little bit about me. Qualified as a lawyer, following my dad's footstep. Obviously, he's an immigration lawyer here in Leeds. But that wasn't for me. Practiced for the first 7 years of my life. I didn't like it. I was just felt like I was in a dead end job. Every day I'd sit in my lovely office and I'll stare outside and I'll be like, there is more to life there. As a young girl, 24, 25 then, I thought, right, I need to find something. Had my first son, Nathaniel, when I was 26, I'd say. And I remember saying to myself, I need to get out of this 9 to 5. But shortly after maternity was over, I went back to work and got pregnant with the second one, Annalise. She's 6 now. And I remember while I was at work, I said to myself, if I don't, while I was telling my manager why I'm pregnant again, I'll be going on maternity soon. I remember working on a case file, and I said to myself, Anu, if you don't find a way to get out of this 9 to 5, that's it, you're done, because I wasn't planning on having any other kids. On obviously going on maternity, I remember a few friends in Leeds, they were doing Amazon, and I begged everyone to teach me. They're like, oh, you got to pay this amount of money. As you know, statutory maternity then is only £500. And I'm like, okay, how can I pay £500 out of my statutory maternity? You want 1,000 and I'm earning 500 being on maternity. And my husband said, go on YouTube and learn about Amazon. But it took me a while to learn about it. I finally got there. And today, I would say by the grace of God, I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller. Also, we're into properties as well, buying and selling, and obviously renting our property. My husband is actually meant to give a talk, but he had to rush away because we do have a commercial property whereby we do rent out for wedding venues. And also, I love to travel. And why did I get myself into that kind of lifestyle? Because I decided to get out of the rat race, as I'll put it, and go into business. And another thing it allowed me to do is obviously to give the children I have the life they want. I wanted them to go to an independent school, which is a private school. Not because there's anything wrong with public school, but I just wanted that kind of level of exposure for them. And that's what they've got from their young age of 2.5 years. So e-commerce is now becoming like a big thing for everyone, even young people, to buy, to sell on. And another big thing is, like, you need to understand that having an e-commerce business would help you to give your whatever model you want to go into an exposure that would really help you. Why I love Amazon is because Amazon is actually, why I'm sure one of you will be like, okay, why don't you have your own website? I've got a lot of people that have said to me that, why don't you have your own website? Because I cannot pay for the advertisement Amazon has got. You would not sit down in your house and remember that, oh, I need to go on Anu's website and buy. First thing you go onto is you go onto Amazon and you buy from there. And there are individual sellers like myself, yourself, that will be there selling things to Amazon, to obviously the buyers. Another thing is once you start selling on Amazon, you will create your own platform or your own advertisement in the items you're selling, i.e. your card, your brand name, in order to drive the traffic into your own website, directly moving your own customers to your own website. So Amazon is a channel to move people into your own website. Why do we sell on Amazon? Or any e-commerce. I'm using Amazon because obviously it's actually a big one. eBay is also there. I prefer Amazon because it was just easy for me to start on to. If I obviously have other things that I can't flip on Amazon, I'll move on to eBay. I've got TikTok as well account. You'll be surprised that a lot of people, we just started listing on TikTok recently. And the other day, one of my staff said, oh, we've got quite a few orders on TikTok. I'm like, interesting. With Amazon, we're paying 30% as per fees. On TikTok, we're paying maybe 0.5% fees, which is obviously really good for profit generating as well. With Amazon, once you're putting things on Amazon, you want to factor your 30% cost into it so that you ensure that you get that profit for yourself. And if you're selling 100 grand a month kind of sales, if your profit is 30,000, 30%, which is 30,000 after your overhead, if you're into a 9 to 5, would you really make that? Let's be honest with each other, because that's like someone's yearly salary. And with Amazon or any e-commerce business that you are running, you'd always either make a profit or make a loss. So you have to make that decision. First of all, how do you start? What do you like? Some people might like crafty items. Some people might like groceries. Some people might like pet stuff. So you have to think about, what niche do I want to go into? That's the first thing. What makes a successful e-commerce business? You need to obviously create yourself a brand, i.e. what niche do I want to go into? My niche might be different from what your niche is. Like I always say something, I'm a giver. I love to give a lot. So how did I establish myself in Amazon? I started doing things like gift hampers, started making gift things for new moms to be, people that are sick, wanting to give a leavers gift to teachers. So my niche obviously started pivoting towards gifting items, and that was how we got our own brand. If anyone goes on Amazon and they say, oh, we've seen Naras, oh, that's me. Oh, there's someone called Naras on Amazon, we don't know the person, and I'm just like, it's me. Because obviously they didn't expect that. A lot of people are into groceries, they just obviously bundle maybe tea bags together, or even pack of 6 biscuits, or pack of 10 tea bags, or pack of coffee. Whereas we've created a nice brand for ourselves, whereby we've got like a lovely gift box. Everything is in there with a little bow on top of it. I don't have to do this because I have people that will do it for me. But my vision is for me to write down the vision and just say, right, guys, run with it and create this for me. Approve it, and they send it to Amazon to sell. We don't have to physically sell anything. We don't have to physically fulfill anything. Everything is done by Amazon. We prepare it, we send it to Amazon, and they sell to customers. So your job is just to get the product ready and get it to Amazon. So your successful brand would actually give you that first set of success on e-commerce business. Whereas when you're working with eBay, you have to do the fulfillment. The fulfillment is it really is a lot of work, because during this season, whereby the busy Christmas season, when you're fulfilling things, it becomes overwhelming. Amazon takes that problem off you, because they're fulfilling for you on behalf of yourself to customers. That's why everyone can get their items on Amazon next day delivery. It's different from drop shipping. Yes. With drop shipping, you're buying from another website, and obviously they will deliver onto the person. The only problem I have with dropshipping, which is no problem, my sister was still, obviously, because I've introduced her into Amazon, and she's also big on Amazon, but she's in London. She was mentioning about like, oh, you're going into dropshipping. I've done it before, but I didn't like the fact that if a customer don't like the item, they send it back to you, then you have to find a way to send it back to wherever you've dropshipped from. And then if you can't return it, that becomes your problem. So, yes, they've changed the system now. Interesting. So why sell on Amazon? Build an attractive store. Like, that's something that it's easy to learn, easy to work with. Once you understand the system, you create yourself an attractive store. You choose the right product. Like I said to you, I love gifting. My gifting even goes as far as gifting for pets. You'll be surprised how many people would gift out things to pets. Like over Christmas, I've created like gift for pets. Like, as you know, in this country, they love their pets. They love their pets. And I created like a random stuff for pets, and we sold thousands of it last Christmas. And this Christmas, we're going big on it as well, because people will be like, oh, who would give a dog something? Who would give a cat? Like a cat's collar, as tiny as cat collar, 50p from the manufacturer. We're selling it at 14.99. The ROI is insane. Like, I would say right now, like it's unreal, because cat's collar, who gives it that? But so far it's shiny, it's lovely. You put it in a box with a little card there saying Merry Christmas. They're happy to buy it at any cost, because their cats and their dogs are their best friends. So we need to think about outside of the box. It's not about just tea, biscuit, groceries, and things like that. Also, find your right target audience. That obviously takes to like me looking into like pet owners. People would have rabbits, they do gift a rabbit things. So I look beyond human beings. I go beyond that. A lot of people would want to give their friends, old friends in the hospital, gifts, and they would buy little random stuff. There was a time that I went to a store and I cleared out all their licorice, and they said to me, oh, why are you buying licorice? You must be going to toilet a lot. And I was just there going, well, why? Because a lot of old people are there in the hospital, in the care homes. They'd love licorice. We put bundles of licorice together, a little lovely carton, we care for you, nice gift for you, and hundreds of it was flying out of our Amazon store, because people want to gift out things. So what are the benefits of selling on Amazon? Obviously, you learn about people, UK economics. During COVID, a lot of my Amazon colleagues, they smashed it. Like, they were into millions, buying and selling, they were into millions. And that was when COVID struck. A lot of people didn't want to get out of their house. They're buying directly from Amazon. And after COVID, obviously there was a decline in sales. Even right now, there's even more decline in sales, because people are more out. A lot of people that are into Amazon now, I'll be honest, they're literally running out of it, because they didn't understand how to pivot out of Amazon or into Amazon again, because people aren't buying the way they should buy. Another thing, your benefits of Amazon is cash flow. There's constant cash flow, because there's constant selling and you're turning over.